of the Formula E calendar on 11th of February 2023. So what can I say, ladies and gentlemen? Fasten your seatbelts and gear up, rev up your speed and be a part of this spectacle where you'll get to see racing cars driving wheel to wheel in the most electrifying motorsport ever with just 100 days to go.
Grid full of electric racers are about to go racing. And we go green in Monaco. There's a lot of wheel spin for Pascal Wehrlein further back, and Evans has got a good run.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to give this evening a befitting start, we present to you a medley of dance and music, I promise, like you've never seen before. Because you're going to witness the iconic musical instruments of India and the performance to it very aptly named The Sounds of India. So please put your hands together and get ready to witness the magic of the sounds of India. Wow, what an extraordinary treat for our senses. Can we have a huge round of applause for each of these performers, please? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to introduce you to the man who's the very backbone of this initiative. The flag bearer of it, Shri Anil Kumar Chalamala Setti, founder of ACE Next Gen and CEO MD of Greenco Group, world's leading energy transition and decarbonization solutions provider. The group has been working really hard towards transforming the renewable energy sector in the country, and its association with Hyderabad E-PRIX is an extension of its vision. We give you a very warm welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. I request you to please deliver the welcome address.
Thank you. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to take this opportunity to thank, actually, a warm welcome to Sri Hardeep Puriji, Honorable Excellence from the embassies. I think Mr. Amitabh Kanji, I think he's just to leave, Sherpa G20. Arvind Kumarji, Special Chief Secretary, Government of Telangana, and senior officials from Government of India and Government of Telangana, and members from the business fraternity and friends from the media. Before I start the speech, I just want to show you a AV here. So,
all lined up, ready to go. And we go green. It's a very good start. Yes. You see the ball in the hole one. Robin Price catching Jake Dennis unawares.
thank you. My heartfelt thanks to you all for making in time for attending today's momentous and edifying event. Over the past decade, there have been immense changes to our planet. Some of them are good, positive, and some of them have been challenging. Technology has leapfrogged and we are experiencing rapid changes happening in the real time. And the climate change is now the accepted reality and has led to the increased awareness and cautiousness towards the sustainabilities. The youth of today, our future generation, increasingly care for the planet and want to make a difference and are leading the path of sustainable future. The decarbonizing solution for the climate change and the energy security due to the geopolitical aspects has become pointing towards the same solution. How do you decarbonize? For example, India, we import $200 billion of energy as a basket. Out of that, 35 to 40 billion is only the power market, or electricity market. The rest 160 billion market is coming from the industries or mobility. And out of the 160 billion, 135 billion is being imported. At Greenco, we're sharing the vision of the Modi ji's, how do we actually combat within with the renewable space. We've been blessed with having an Himalayan region and Deccan Plateau and abundant arid land zones to do southern peninsula having wind zones. So having abundant renewables and having one nation, one grid, we have a great opportunity with the storage technologies. How do we make a renewable available around the clock in the power sector? At Greenco, we are today's largest renewable energy mixer basket with a wind, solar, and hydro, and working with the storage technologies, making a renewable energy available round the clock, and bidding towards an Modi ji's aspiration of 50% of non-fossil fuels by 2030. We are pretty confident that with the Greenco platform and building a 50 gigawatt hours of a storage intelligent energy platform, we could be able to service the nation towards making it a decarbon, the power sector. In the same lines, we have a second platform called Zero Carbon platform, with which we've been within support of the Government of India and various states. We are developing an electrolyzer manufacturing, where we're producing green hydrogen and as well as round-the-clock renewable to enable the decarbon the industries. We are targeted to do over 5 million tons of hydrogen by end of 2030 to enabling towards creating a green ammonia, green refineries, or green steel and various metals to turning the green, not only to make us self-sustainable, but also enable India as an export hub towards all these core commodities to the global positioning. And same with this aspiration, I'm taking the yes next gen to helping into the mobility sector as well. How do we actually accelerate this transition of energy EVs in the mobility? Either it can be in the street or transportation. So that's why I'm starting with this Formula E to bring to India and enabling towards this transition opportunity. If you're going to see the 10 years back, the electrical cars were only a concept. If somebody would have been asking you to be owning an electrical car, never had a choices. Today, right from the two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, we have enormous choices, what do we have, and the pipeline of the various companies and the various tech entrepreneurs we've been born in India, how they're transitioning. I strongly believe this Formula E initiative, which has been very catalytic in various countries as well on the energy transition by the citizens, and not only there, but also it enables the tech entrepreneurs to get access towards the various technologies and localizing to India levels. So I see this is a great opportunity, and I look forward towards the youth and the ambitions towards, because unlike a Western world where we had a lot of government support financially to do energy transitions, here we actually have lots of tech capability, entrepreneurship, and consumer-driven market, which can even enable the whole transition much faster. And actually, I would like to be being Hyderabad, I feel quite excited to getting this net zero carbon race first ever in the world to the Hyderabad, which has been awarded as the greenest city in the world. And we look forward to all of you being trying to be participating to this journey over there. And seeing this, take part of it, and look forward. Jai Hind. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anil. I request you to please stay back with me on stage as we invite the dignitaries on stage for felicitation. I request you to please come center stage. So before I invite the dignitaries to join us on stage, ladies and gentlemen, I must mention that we have the legendary Indian cricketer Kapil Dev with us here. Let's all welcome him with a round of applause. Thank you for joining us, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin the next leg of this evening, I would like to invite on the stage our dignitaries, starting with our chief guest, the Honorable Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India, Shri Hardeep Singh Puri. Thank you, Mr. Puri, for joining us. I request you to please take your seat as I invite our next speaker for the evening, Mr. Alberto Longo, co-founder and Chief Championship Officer, Formula E, is here with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Next up, I would like to request Mr. Arvind Kumar, IAS, Special Chief Secretary, MA and UD, Hyderabad, Telangana, to please join us on stage. And we're also being joined by Mr. Akbar Ibrahim, President, Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India, someone who's very, very deeply involved with motorsports in India. We would love to hear from him what he thinks Hyderabad E-PRIX means for the game. And we would like to request the legendary Indian cricketer Kapil Dev to please join us on stage. Sir, your popularity cuts across sports and you are a sporting hero for many, many generations. We would love to hear your perspective on motorsports in India too. Thank you for joining us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. Yeah. Sorry. Hardeep sir needs to go. Okay. We had Mr. Amitabh Kant with us, but he had some urgent commitment to attend to, so he had to leave. But we're very thankful for him for whatever time he could spare for us this event. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also told that Shri Hardeep Puri has some other commitments to attend to, so we would not like to hold him on for very long. But sir, before I hand over the dice to you, there is a very quick showcase of an audiovisual presentation that we made specially for you. Can we just showcase that to you before I call you? Tech team, can we play that, please?
The world is crumbling. Battling the demons of its own ambitions. And the planet is getting shrouded by the murky blanket of climate change and environmental hazards. But amidst this darkness, one nation offers a ray of hope, emerging as a torchbearer for a greener future, driving global excellence in technology and sustainability. Aided by the vision and efforts of one of the leaders in sustainable energy solutions in India, Greenco. And now, the pursuit of creating a better tomorrow for the next generation enters the fast lanes of the high-tech city of Hyderabad as Greenco and Government of Telangana proudly bring the biggest motorsport spectacle to India. Where speed will resonate with the aspirations of young Indians. Where cutting-edge technology will leave a green imprint on the road to a sustainable future. Where manufacturing solutions will cross new milestones in the journey of Atmanirbhar Bharat. With ACE Hyderabad E-PRIX, the FIA Formula E World Championship comes to India for the first time. Get ready to race your way to a cleaner tomorrow.
And now 100 days to go, we have with us the Honorable Minister Shri Hardeep Singh Puri, man who always talks about that better future is with sustainability. I request you to please say a few words.
Good evening. I'm delighted to be here this evening for a number of reasons. The first and most important is that when I was given the privilege of the petroleum and natural gas portfolio on 7th July 2021, I had the privilege of listening to a speech along with the rest of the country, which the Honorable Prime Minister delivered from the ramparts of the Red Fort on 15th August 2021. Now, between 7th July and 15th August, you can count the number of days, and that was the first lesson in my learning curve on what green hydrogen is, because the Prime Minister said, and I quote, that we will be pursuing green hydrogen in mission mode. That was a statement which constitutes both intent and it constitutes policy. Now, this evening is about several different things. In a long career of about 40 years, 39 to be precise, in a different profession, I had the privilege of watching F1 races in different parts of the world. I remember Bahrain, Sao Paulo, at least these two I remember. Others I must have seen on screen because these I was physically present. And anyone who is present here will admit to a fascination with cars, but more than cars, with technology. This is not just racing cars. This is a different story. This is how we have made the transition, and we are accelerating the transition to greener, sustainable, and more exciting use of technology. I want to share a personal experience. I used to be a skeptic. I used to think that petrol cars achieve acceleration, and they do that 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 before you can count seconds. And I made the mistake of saying that to a person when I was visiting Norway. And there were a lot of people from the Arab world. This is much before I became a minister. So I made the mistake of telling him, because all the people from the Gulf were actually votaries of traditional fossil fuels. So he said, I won't say anything in front of them, but why don't you come for me? Come with me. So he took me in a ride with the state-of-the-art electric vehicle of the time, and I can tell you that experience only parallels another experience I had, which I may or may not share with you. You tied your seatbelt, he stepped on the gas, and the vehicle took off. So when I see these electric vehicles, that is the story of the technological wonder that we are experiencing. As far as India is concerned, it's not just our shift to fossil fuels, to ethanol, no, biofuel blending. Nobody would have thought. When I was ambassador to Brazil, we tried, the government then tried to do 5% blending, only 5%. That also in 10 or 15 of our states. We couldn't go beyond 1.4%. Today we are doing 10.2% biofuel blending. But we are not only doing it from traditional feeds, we are making ethanol from agricultural waste. We are making it from bamboo, from rice husk, from broken grain. But we not only did that 5 months in advance, we had a target of 20% biofuel blending by 2030. We brought it forward to 24, 25. You will have E20 or 20% mixed biofuel available in our pumps by April. That's my official date.